How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of The Bo Show. Today we have a special guest with us for all you Big Brother fans out there. From Big Brother 10, the Portuguese princess herself, Michelle Costa. How's it going, Michelle?
I am doing great, Brad. Thanks for asking. I'm glad to finally be on your show. I am excited.
Big Brother 10 had a unique cast. Do you still keep in touch with anyone from your season?
Brad, I do stay in contact with almost everybody from my season. I'm still very close to Jesse, April, Ollie, Angie, Steve, Brian, I've talked to a few times. I've talked to Jerry a few times. Dan. I just haven't seen, I've seen Libra a few times. I don't think I've seen Memphis at all. Um, just haven't ran into each other, but I'd be willing to talk to anybody. We had a great experience together, and we had awesome memories, and the cast was just unbelievable. So I would love to have a reunion. That would be pretty cool.
We've all seen the Big Brother house get pretty messy. How bad did it get in season 10 and who was the sloppiest housemate?
Um, so, our house, we only had a couple of sloppy people. Ours was pretty clean. Of course, there was always maybe sometimes some dishes that were left behind, but we pretty much cleaned like the bathrooms and the bedrooms, made the beds, did laundry, all of that good stuff that you should be doing daily anyway. Um, I'd say the sloppiest person maybe was Keisha, I would say. She was not a clean freak person like a lot of us were. Um, but pretty much overall, we had a cast that definitely wanted to keep the house clean. Thumbs up.
You had an earthquake during your season. Tell us about that and what was going through your head.
So we had an earthquake on season 10, and it was actually recorded because we're filming 24 hours a day live. Uh, I remember I was in the backyard with Memphis and Jesse, and all of a sudden the ground started shaking. Now, where I'm from, we don't have earthquakes, or it's very small on the on Richter scale, but it was really intense. It was like the ground was shaking, and I was like, "Oh my god, I think it's an earthquake." And it was, I think, one of the biggest ones that they had after the really big one that they had. But we had no idea. We didn't know. Um, we are also like on a set, so a lot of people thought it wasn't real. They thought it was a fake earthquake, and I was like, "What? Like the ground's moving? Are you crazy?" And I remember like running to the backyard. Well, I was in the backyard, but running to the middle of the backyard, laying on the ground and going, "We don't have earthquakes in Rhode Island. We only have blizzards and hurricanes. This is crazy." And Jesse just was like, "Don't worry about it. It will be okay." Mr. Spectacular, who always made sure that everything was good. Um, but it was definitely interesting. And then not knowing what was going on outside of the house was scary too. So um, Jerry, actually, for my season, thought somebody hit the house, like ran it down with a truck or a car or something. Um, Actually, because of the earthquake, I won the house steak and lobster because that was one of the questions on one of our comps, the luxury comp.
Okay, I gotta know. How awkward was Keisha's birthday?
Brad, Keisha's birthday was the best moment in our season. It still, to this day, has memes out there and everybody talks about it. Like, who wants cake? I'll be honest with you, I never thought it was going to go that way. Um, it was definitely awkward, and it was just, I don't know how to describe it. It was very surreal. Sometimes when I watch the video and I'm like, oh my God, I mean, I was there when that happened. It was such an iconic moment. Um, to this day, we still kind of laugh about it because, I mean, Libra's line, "Who wants cake?" is going to go down in Big Brother history. It was wild.
Tell us a little about Slop, and is it as bad as it looks?
So, my season, we had Slop. Um, I was the only person to not be on Slop at all. Why? Because either I was on the winning team or the week that the house had to eat slop, I was the HOH. So I didn't have to. But I did try it, and we did a lot of experimenting with it. We tried making slop cakes and freeze pop slops and fried slop and brownie slops and not brownie slops, but make them like brownie size and stuff like that because you can't put anything with it. Um, so technically, I didn't have to be on slop, which was pretty awesome. So go me. But it didn't taste bad. It just tasted like fortified oatmeal, if that makes any sense. But I think it was more mental because people had to eat it for the week. So I don't know. I don't know because I didn't have to eat it on a consistent basis.
How is the game different now than when you were in the house?
Brad, that is a great question because it is completely different. Social media is so huge and of big importance of how the game is played nowadays. I think before there used to be more people that wanted to play Big Brother and, you know, to have the Big Brother experience. Um, I think MySpace was popular when I went in the house. Maybe we didn't have anything else other than MySpace. But now, people coming in because they want followers and they want Instagrammers and they want to be YouTube video people. So I believe that sometimes that gets put to the wayside, like the actual game itself. And it's more of a matter of like the social aspect of it. Like, oh my God, if I do this, I'll get all these social people, media people to follow me, or I'm going to be a big star when I leave. And the actual authenticity of the game is not quite there anymore. And the people that love the game and the people that actually watch Big Brother, there's not that many people like that. So I think the game has changed completely. It's very social media driven. That doesn't make me happy because I like to see a good Big Brother game and players.
How good did it feel to win HOH immediately after Jesse got evicted? And did he ever buy you a trip to Hawaii like he said he would?
So I don't think Jesse said he was going to get me a trip to Hawaii. Maybe he did. I don't remember that. There was a lot of stuff in the house that you kind of like happens and you don't remember. Um, but I had a feeling that I was going to win the HOH because I had stayed up and listened to all the recordings, and I have really, really good memory. I'm like a sponge. So I remembered every single bit of those messages with the noises. I just kept saying them over and over and over again. That's one thing. I have like a magnetic mind. I can think of something, and if I think about it long enough, it just stays there. Sometimes I have a lot of not so important information that's in my brain right now. But it was awesome. It was like one of those like underdog kind of moments, you know. I'm sure there was probably people either really happy or not when they were watching it. So it's one of those great Big Brother kind of moments when you watch it because you're either on this side or you're rooting for that side. And that was like right down in the middle, like, you know, the house was split after that. And people had to pick sides. I was by myself, so I could care less, and I won. And I was really excited to see my pictures of my family and get letters from them because I missed them so much. Um, it was awesome to win HOH. And then we can't forget, I won it in my unitard, which I still have to this day. And I do put it on sometimes. But that was my Hawaii trip, is my unitard. I hope Libra had a good time in Hawaii because I still enjoy my unitard. So thank you.
In your opinion, who is the greatest Big Brother player of all time and why?
Brad, I'd have to say the best Big Brother player ever has to be a tie between Dr. Will and Derek Levasseur, um, season 16 winner. Dr. Will, I mean, epic, awesome, amazing. He basically told people to vote him out and still won. It's unbelievable. He just has that charisma, that charm. Even though you know that he's playing you, people still fell for it. And Dr. Will is a legend. Now, Derek, he went in there kind of low key. You know, he was a detective. By the way, he lives down the street from me. I love Derek. Um, and he just played the game so well. He had a great alliances. He spoke to everybody. He kind of stayed level headed at all times. And so I'd have to say, overall, he played like a great, clean game. Um, and I'd have to give kudos to both of them. And Dan's definitely one of the greatest players as well. I mean, some of the things that he did, it was just unbelievable with the Russian roulette veto and the funeral. I, it, I'll give top three: Dr. Will, Derek, Dan. Got to get a woman up there, but there was a lot of great winners.
Thanks so much to the wonderful Michelle for spending time with us today. It was an honor to have you on the show, and we wish you nothing but the best.
Brad, thank you very much for having me on your show. All I got to say is Big Brother is awesome and will always be a part of my life. If anybody wants to go and try out, I would say, give your best shot, send your best video, or go wait in a line of casting, and make sure you always be yourself, be authentic, but be an exaggerated version of yourself because you need to stick out. A lot of people try to be loud or say things that aren't really representing of themselves, and all that comes out. What doesn't come out in the rinse comes out in the wash. So as long as you stay true to yourself and just let them know who you are, if that's what they're looking for, then just leave it all there out on the table. Thank you again so much, Brad, for having me on your show. Good luck. I've been watching your interviews, and you do a pretty good job. So keep it up, and I hope to see you one day in the Big Brother house. Bye, Brad.